Here's a little known fact. While Paris has hosted 3 Olympics, 2024 marked the first time the city hosted a Paralympic Games. The Games is often seen as an accelerant in improving the accessibility of people with disabilities. And with the promise of hosting a Games wide open, Paris put that promise front and center. A city rethought for seamless accessibility is one of the lasting legacies of the Paralympics. It's one that far outlasts holding the Games itself. In a lead up to the Games, Paris spent a huge amount of money to repair its infrastructure. Yet the biggest pain point when it comes to accessibility is the city's very own transportation network. 3 years before the Paralympics, only half of total bus stops accommodated accessibility ramps, and only 9% of its metro system can be used by wheelchair users. Today, that number is at 100%. The dedication of leaving no one behind is something that rings true at Toyota, the first ever mobility sponsor of the Olympic and Paralympic Games. In this role, it's about providing sustainable, safer, more efficient mobility solutions for everyone. Everyone and solutions must be emphasized because Toyota won't just be providing a fleet of vehicles and call it a day. It's all about providing and managing this fleet effectively through several solutions. They also must include last-mile mobility requirements as well, an important factor for the 4,000 athletes taking part at the Games. This is highlighted at the Toyota House and Inclusive Mobility Park. Toyota House is a showcase of the company's developments from electrification, shared mobility, and infrastructure. Across the street is the Inclusive Mobility Park, an interactive display of Toyota's mobility solutions used at the Paris Paralympic Games. The aim of the Mobility Park is for Toyota to promote inclusive mobility for all, its vision as it transitions from an automotive to mobility company. In total, Toyota is providing 700 personal last-mile mobility products accessible through its Kinto app to ensure that athletes, volunteers, and organizers have access to the most inclusive and sustainable mobility fleet ever seen at the Olympic and Paralympic Paris 2024. The mobility vehicles present include Yosh-E, a third-wheel electric puller for manual wheelchairs. The Yosh-E clips onto the front of a manual wheelchair, converting it into a battery-powered electric vehicle, giving more freedom to move. The C+ Walk, an easy-to-operate 100% battery electric 3-wheel vehicle designed to be used in walking areas and available in either a standing or seated format. Accessible People Mover or APM. This electric vehicle is accessible for wheelchair users and those with mobility needs, and a total of 250 APMs are being used to transport athletes and supporters in and around the athletes' village and competition sites in Paris. The vehicle can seat up to 6 people including the driver and can be modified to accommodate wheelchair users. The Games were undoubtedly a catalyst for inclusive mobility, and the efforts of Paris alongside companies like Toyota should have a lasting effect. This is the legacy and impact of the Games. It transforms the fundamental way of thinking that disability isn't a challenge nor a problem. In truth, there will always be gaps that need bridging, and these issues cannot be fixed with a wave of a magic wand. However, true private-public partnerships can make change happen. It's all about moving forward in a positive direction, one that's focused on inclusion to become a more welcoming and more responsible society. It's a call that unites all mankind.